They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Check, you put something on, please.
On play action, here's Tua. Able to find Shaheen here. Still staying on his feet.
Damn, what the hell? That nigga wasn't going in.
And they get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Oh, man.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Room to run for Gaskin, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Oh, man, he's snapping.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua.
Oh my God. How do you react so slow? Come on, man.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. On the handoff, it's Gaskin.
Yo.
Not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Yo, man, love
like the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your.
Well, no way he was supposed to get that 3rd down.
Establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Man, it's so hard.
44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Second and goal from the 1. Gaskin. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. They'll run here.
He runs right by him.
Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, man.
Myles Gaskin.
This is so horrible,
from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing.
Oh boy. This nigga got 3rd and 15 on a
now
run.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So sit down before you fall.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
Damn, I can't get a seat up better.
Each team has scored 7-7 here as
Let's
the
play
kicks
some
away.
defense, hopefully.
And a fair catch signaled for, and taken successfully.
My bad, fam.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here's Gaskin. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go.
It's throwing power weak, bro.
And he got there in a hurry.
Yes, sir. Are you okay? No, it's throwing power weak. It's throwing power weak, man.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is Gaskin on the carry, and he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Tua going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there for the Patriots.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Robinson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Carter now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Flushed out right. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they?
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Here's Carter now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception.
Damn, what you doing, man?